Without expansion ideas, I'm really slowed down with my colonizing. Maybe I should pool this guy. And get exploring a bit. That awkward moment when the AI does better as a country than you've done. Yep. Alright, let's get exploring. There's much to see and do. Okay, penal colony, absolutely. Vassal, new governor. Right, let me check this out. I've seldom played with colonial nations, so quite a lot of it is new to me, other than obviously the exploit I did with the Aztec for infinite money. The term is up for Governor Nicolai de Zarate. Should we trust him with another term as governor in Vassal? Should we pick someone else? Representatives from Vassal have asked us to send a replacement. Why would you want to replace him? He's great. They lose. It is them that loses 10 Republican tradition, right? Must be. Yeah. If they gain 5 Liberty Desire, will that go down? Probably won't. Ah well, they can have... Give them a military man. Wait, what? There we go. I was wondering why it still kept the old guy, but no, it did change. Oh, right, Galicia. Can't let France annex you. So I will become a merchant republic. Again. Get my glorious Gaspar Gomez. How old are you now? Now you're 54. Okay, so he ages 20 years when he's a Republican for some odd reason. But he's excellent, so we're going to keep him. And look at that. 666. How often do you get that in a game? Just get rid of my mercantilism. It's not that important right now. Damn you, England. Damn you to hell. Liberty Desire is supposed to average out the tariff to the average person. Will it average out down, though? I mean, if my tariffs are at 30% and their Liberty Desire is at 40, will it average down to 30? All these questions. I have no answers. Right. going to want these provinces. Yeah, but the thing is, Gaspar started his life as a Republican. You know, he was elected into office in 1530 when I became a Republic. Or when I got rid of my Republican Regency Council, however that worked. When I flipped to Monarchy, and then flipped back, he seemed to have aged by 20 years. What a mysterious game. Okay, they still don't have military tech 12. What's going on? I mean, I really want tech 12, but I'm not likely to beat them to it. What I can do is build up my economy. Build up my everything. I want to build these for more manpower, but I want to save my military power. What's a man to do? Topple down France's grip on the papacy. I suppose I could make the Pope a bit stronger as well by smashing into Tuscany. I can also burn a lot of France's manpower by forcing them to fight in the Swiss mountains, but I can't really see it impacting much on France. No, at the very least I should get that province back for the Pope. 53, then 32, then 54. Yeah, he's a mysterious guy. Maybe I should polish off Aragon while I'm at it. A bit more strength for me. Also gives me something to spend my admin power on. He doesn't have any alliances, so it's okay. Although I'm kind of hyping up this war with France, it's definitely not going to happen anytime soon. Nice! Okay, another colonial subject. Now, what could go well with Bassaganola? We're gonna call them Ugarte, which I believe means island between the waters in Basque, and that works for me. You know, if there's a Basque person watching this laughing, then I don't blame you. I'm just going by what I have read on the internet. Okay, I got some colonies to set up here. Yeah, I've got my list of Basque names on the other monitor. want this one particular cannon back home. I'm going to need all the manpower and firepower I can get. Take Alentejo. Yeah, eventually. I'm kind of throwing a wide net here, but I do want to get these guys. Right, France will join in. Perfect. Wow, for the first time, Bavaria actually joined in the war. Oh well, go get him, France. Dance for me. Okay, Galicia is really running out of Republican tradition, so I might have to be the one to force them to become a merchant republic again. But that's alright, I've got Corsica to fall back on if everything else goes wrong. And I have plans to deal with Mali as well. Oh! Western! That is great! Means I can comfortably vassalize Mali and no one's gonna care. Conquest on Aragon. Seven, 8, and 4. It's possible, but unlikely that I'll be able to take them. Big believer in cannons. Big believer in cannons. I mean, they get particularly good when I start getting the iron cannons, and, but it saves on the manpower if nothing else, and that's pretty important right now. Oh, okay, Teutonic Order became war leader. That's okay though. It'll just weaken France. Yeah, France, where are all your troops? Just you keep fighting, France. I'm dealing with some administration in Iberia for you. No need to thank me. So once the truce is up, I will attack England and Aragon in separate wars. I'll try to annex Aragon. As for England, they got a colony with my name on it. Oh, great. Manpower recovery speed. It's boosted by about 70% right now. It's huge. Teutonic Order in Scotland. Yeah, okay. Making sense there. I can't make separate peace with Tuscany. Hold on. If I can't make separate peace, that means I can't give Romagna back to Poland, back to the Pope. My plan has failed. Well, at the very least this will put it in an extra 150 years on the clock for that corps. And it keeps France busy. I'm sure France is happy for that. Truce with Aragon for 1 more year. Less than a year, in fact. Okay, looks like Scotland never pushed down south, so Scotland won't accept buying any of these provinces. What can I do then? I'm going to give these 2 provinces to Ireland. And I think I'll give these 2 provinces to Northumberland. Is that really worth doing? I'm not convinced. Maybe I should just core them for myself. They kind of changed the rules with regards to exploration. You can only explore 1 province deep into Terra Incognita, but that's not strictly true. As long as you can see the border of a Terra Incognita, you can go as far as you want into it. For example, if I had a troop here and I told him to explore over here, he might go up this way or he might go down around that way, depending which way is faster, but he'd be able to cut through all that Terra Incognita. What is this? Pirates have struck some of our shipping. They tortured and then brutally murdered the male passengers. As for the female passengers, the tales told shock all civilian men. One of the female passengers was the daughter of an important noble and he is crying out for vengeance. I don't really have a fleet. What do you want me to do? Well, what I don't want to do is lose 1 stability, so hunt them down like the dogs they are. Meanwhile, I can start flipping some of my unaccepted cultures. Don't think there are many, though. Actually, I think Lombard was the only one. There's the English, but I need to core them first. West African land is pretty strong in the trade department. I agree with you there. You know, maybe England's trying to tell me that they're doing me a favour. They're raising these colonies for me, and then I take them at the last second, and then they flip to my culture and everything. It's actually not a bad deal for me. But it still annoys me. I'd rather be able to do it at my own pace. Okay. I want to keep these colonies joined up because you get a malice to the growth if you don't have any places bordering it. Ooh. Ooh. I think we do need a king. How often do you see +3 stability? Alright. The first Basque holiday home of Great Britain is here. I'm satisfied with that. Damn it, Pope, why don't you move to Romagna? It's your core. Maybe the fault lies with me. Pisa would be French territory if I gave it to them. Might make some people hate them, but probably not enough. On the other hand, if I offered the tribute of getting rid of Brabant as France's vassal, oh, of course they wouldn't want it. Seems unlikely I'll get Romagna out of this war. Oh well. Don't really want to spend the attrition here, but why go for nothing? Okay, come on, come on. Pope, my friend, this province was made for you. Perfect. Because of that, the Papal State now runs this siege, and because I brought so many cannons in, and the Pope has an amazing two-shot general, this fortress should fall quite soon in our name. And then I can demand it for them. I just want to keep my eye on it and make sure that it is indeed the Pope who's controlling the siege. To go to war with England quite soon. Our truce is up. I also need to fight Aragon. There's no end to this war. Fire is king. I've got Pedro. I'd rather have the defensive fire, to be honest. don't have the luxury of time here. Come on, Romagna. Sickening. Another cardinal sniped. Yeah, great. It'll take a bit more victories in order to get that, but I'm confident France will give those victories to me. Look at them carpet sieging Switzerland, eating up their manpower, I hope. France. Well, just making a dent in their manpower at the very least. Oh yeah, I was going to be looking up England. England have virtually no men and pretty much no manpower. That's good. This is a revolution, Aragon. Give me your land. Oh, we need a king. We need a king real bad. Huh. Hold on, where does it tell me when he was last elected? There we go. Next election's in a little under a year. But I don't need this stability. That's the thing. There's no point losing that and not gaining anything. You can't culture convert unless it's your religion as well. So let's see to that. Of course. Annexation cost is high, but I don't think it's too high. I think I could get them in one bite. Does a revolutionary CB target theocracies? No, unique government types are excluded, so archduchies, the Milanese Republic, the Dutch Republic, steppe hordes, celestial empires, colonial republics, all those are not allowed. Out on admin. I want to use most of it for coring, so Constables away. The sooner this war's over the better. Also, this colony, I'll give it maybe a year until it's done. Just a little bit more, and Romagna belongs to the Pope. This is silly. Don't send cannons alone against foot troops, even if you outnumber them 3 to 1. Get them backed up. Yeah, the Pope's strong enough as he is. You shouldn't be able to use counter-revolutionary as well. I mean, he can already excommunicate anyone he doesn't like. Is there anyone worth increasing relations with? Because I'm not seeing anyone worthwhile. Keep those claims on France going. He seems oblivious to them. I think Labourd should be returned to glorious Basque culture. It is my cross to bear that I allowed it to be converted to cosmopolitan. I must make up for that. Okay, great. I've got all I need. Give that back to the Pope. Give me all your money. Get rid of your alliance with the Holy Roman Emperor, because it seems to be getting in our way. Anything else worth taking? Not at all. Have I checked targets to excommunicate? I'm not the courier controller, that's France, so not much I can do there. Oh, that colony. I gotta take care of it right now. Do I have the ability to, though? I don't have any cogs close enough by. Gonna dock my fleet. Nice and Wealth of Nations are gonna add a button to allow you to automatically dock your fleet. France will join in. Great. Take London. France join in. I could forge another claim, but I don't want to risk the month. Come on the double. I only need one troop here anyway. The rest are fine, the rest can keep exploring, but you... get on that boat. Get over there. Take that colony. Spymaster, get. Okay. England should be preoccupied with London for quite some time, but I can't guarantee that. Nice if I could stroll over and snipe it. Might be what I do, I'll keep my troops on high alert. Meanwhile, trying to take Aragon. And yeah, maximum priority to this colony. Get on that boat! Okay, now each time you get a successful month with a colonist, I think you get 30. 95996. Oh, Crivens! Hurry up! Alright, it's oh god, yeah, I'm keeping this god tier, man. 666, he's 58. I wonder how old he really is. Maybe he shies away from that question. Come on. Oh, that's pretty good. Let me make this quite clear. You are mine. Of course, we're not out of the woods yet. It'll become a full-fledged colony quite soon. So I need to recall a colonist, send him there to convert the culture on the cheap. Now he arrives in 145 days. So I'm going to reduce my colonial maintenance. 61 per year, that's still too much. Minus 14, a little too much. 8 a year, good enough. When he arrives there, I will put the colonial maintenance back up. Now I can focus on the important things. To try and snipe London. It is, after all, the war goal. I think I'll let these guys get back to business. As for exploring, quite interested to see what South Africa has for me. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can't send them in too deep, but if you do that, you can. This is just by shift clicking. Alright, come on, let's snipe that London. This could backfire if he comes and attacks me. I'm boned. No, that doesn't seem good enough. He's probably going to attack me. No, he's more interested in the Scots. Typical Englishman. Wealth of Nations seems quite crappy so far, just like Conquest of Paradise says Kafka. Well, I really think Wealth of Nation, Conquest of Paradise is a It was awful. I was not impressed at all. Come on, Scots, hold a bit better than that. Be keeping an eye on the time. I got work tonight, so what time is it? Wow, it's already 8:15. All right, well I got like an hour and a half still to go, maybe even longer. How's that colony coming on? Almost done. I think he's going to come from in London now. No? Now he's more interested in the Irish. He doesn't want to fight me at all. Oh, fine by me. I'll get more troops up there, make you regret this. Ollie Martin says, Jake, how did you get Castile this fast in the game? Well, the answer is on the highlights or YouTube. I used Castile to kill Aragon, then I used France to kill Castile. Diplomacy is half the game after all. Okay. Now look at that. It's Basque, it's Catholic, and it went to my colonial nation, so all is well. Now they don't have to spend precious points converting it or anything. No nationalism or anything like that either. Should set up the Colonial 13 colonies as well. Oh wait, no, that's not 13 colonies, that's Louisiana. A terrible mistake. I'm nowhere close to getting these guys. Oh well, at the very least it'll seal that area off. Almost time to be welcomed to the fold. I don't want to fight the English. If I get Hainaut out of the war, that might make France concentrate more on fighting us, fighting English. And this is how I get Brabant out of the French. Offer Navarra will end the vassalization of Brabant. Why, absolutely. That cost me diplomatic power. Okay, right, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that one then. Huh. Wow, I must have really dropped a lot of diplomatic power when I gave back the overseas places. Oh well, can't worry about that now, just gotta get on with it. Gotta deal with it. Oh, right, of course. They don't have any alliances with anyone, so I'm not concerned. Cede Alicante, cede Baleares, give me money. I don't need to prestige. I finally get a use for my administration points. Not so sure about Mallorca though, that's dangerous. If I get a revolt there, they're going to wipe my cannons. I'll get them back to the mainland. And alternatively, keep my troops over there. Seems wiser. Here, London. I do feel just a little lacking in troops though. Got 43,000. Just how many of those are overseas? Not that many. Still, need more men. Always need more men. Don't really want to lose any of these as accepted cultures, so I shall focus my culture conversion efforts on the British Isles. Seems sensible. I don't often do sensible, but there you go. Have you tried making France attached to you? France, not so keen on attaching to me. Although that's not a bad idea, I wonder. If I tell France to attach to these guys, maybe he will. Probably won't though, but it would be nice. Oh, Tunisia, please, get it together. You were doing so well. Now you've been forced to spit out Tripoli. And you've ceded a lot of land to Morocco. This will not stand. Don't want to lose Glamorgan here. Busy converting it. Scotland has guns though. They can lead my siege, and they will because they have the general. Yeah, okay. Here's a nifty little battle trick then, okay? Scotland has much better military than I do, because they're at military tech 12. In particular, that gives them extra military tactics, which reduces losses on your side. Scotland attached to me, but because he's the only one out of us who has a general, he leads the battle. So we're currently using his military tactics. Also using his discipline, but he doesn't have anything better than me. And we're using his general. So that somewhat evens the odds against England, even though we're still using my crappy troops. So, die England. Yep. Anytime now, just die. We're getting some abhorrent dice rolls here. But at least we're safe for Morgan. Yeesh. Where's he gonna run to anyway? Oh, marches. He marches north, does he? Okay, now Ireland's leading the siege because he's got a better general. That's unfortunate because Ireland didn't have the better military technology. Nonetheless, we wiped them, so it's a moot point. Everyone just split up and take the land. I think, what are my claims on England? Yeah, I want Cumbria and Yorkshire. He hasn't made any other colonies, has he, the bugger? Doesn't look like it, but for all we know he's sending colonists right now. That's a pretty crafty idea, Kavke, getting them to attach to me and then using their troops to force an assault. I like it a lot. I want Cornwall. I need to give it to Ireland, so please don't take it, France. It's mine. This province was made for me. Good. Good, he gave it to me. Now let's try this out then. Try attaching to me, France. No, he's more interested in other places. Can't blame him. So if they lose Glamorgan and Cornwall and Cumbria, they'll probably be quite hard pressed to colonise. It seems like they were only just within range of these provinces. Advantage Basque. I want to be very sparing with my manpower here though. Very, very sparing. Okay, Okay, they're doing well in terms of Republican tradition. They are good model republics. Even Northumberland is. Okay. I don't think I've been caught fabricating claims on France once. Great. Poor England. I won't shed any tears over you, but I do kind of feel sorry for you. Let's get this Basque conversions going. Yorkshire get. Cornwall mine too. Here's my thinking. I'd be able to save admin points if I gave these two straight to Northumberland and then vassalized Northumberland. But I'm swimming in admin points and I've got nothing to spend them on anyway. Oh, you beauty, finally! In time to join France, but that's okay. Terre shows all the way. What have I got? Pedro? All is well. Look at those handsome Basque guys. Basque is really getting places. I love this. Culture converting is the way to go. You have the money to spam buildings. When it comes to fighting France, I'm going to want a lot of spare money. Frankfurt's got more money than me. If it weren't for taking inflation, I'd war them just for their money. But you do take inflation and oh. I was thinking I could just pay it down with admin power, and I'm don't really have any just cause for them though. allied with Palatinate and Aachen. I don't have any cause to fight those guys. Oh, okay, finally got caught by France. Let's improve those relations then. Okay, once Gloucestershire falls, we are done here. 4 provinces off of England, probably be pretty heavy on the aggressive expansion. But it's worth it. Come on, Glamorgan. Ooh. It's getting dangerously low, my relations with France. I know I want to fight them, but not just yet. Not too worried about their them taking colonies here in the Caribbean, because when I take them over, and they're already Catholic, I don't have to core them. They'll go straight over to my colonial nation, and they get an 80% discount on culture conversions. So I just have to trust them to do that. I know I can't really trust the AI. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, Gloucestershire. Don't make me spam buildings here. Got a little left to build. That's a little bonus, but some cannons might just help you out. You seem to be taking your time. And before I do sign the peace deal, let's just make sure there are no English in the New World. It's looking alright. Inca. Give me access. No, completely wrong way to do this. Up, 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 up. Check you. Down. Really far down. Gotta explore these places. Galician peasants have a 50% chance of destroying you back into a monarchy. Well, if they do, I'll just flip you right. Come on, Ireland, this is just embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. I've got provinces to take here. Finally. Yeah, there we go. Galicia collapsed into a monarchy. I shall set them straight, but I'll wait until I finish up here first. Heavy aggressive expansion, but only really with England. And who cares about that? Yeah. Perfect 100 as well. Spend that dreaded admin power. And give Wales the province, give Ireland the province they want. They also want this other one, but there's no time. Maybe I should convert it for them. Oh, that isn't good. Overextension. I should have given them Gloucestershire instead of Cornwall. That wouldn't have put me over my limit. Well, I'll just have to write it out for a few months. Well, a couple of years. You'll be done coring in 2 years. It's okay. Here comes the coalition. Minor inconvenience. I should keep building troops because I'm going to need them. And the barracks to make them cheaper. Right. Now it's Colonial Mexico that I'm really interested in right now. Go. Okay. No problems. Morgon Gamers, welcome. Remove Northumberland, eh? Tempting. Oh, crivens. That's not good. Very soon that's going to tick away. Yeah, but if I guarantee them it'll be alright. Porto. Why do I? Oh yeah, the increased revolt risk from that that event. Hot damn! I need to establish the cog wall again. Okay, you can stop anytime. We're trying to paint the world Basque culturally. And by world I mean the Americas, this part of Africa, Iberia, and Great Britain. Of course, part of this is denying everyone else their stake in the New World. I'm going to have to let some of France slip through, but I won't tolerate any English. This is a manpower cost that I didn't want to pay. paint it, that's right. Good old teleporting generals, just when I need them. Now there's no bad landscape in Porto, so this should be a good clean fight. Get out of here. Nice to roll something other than a 1 though. There we go. Oh, manpower, please. I need that. Whew. That was unpleasant. I'm not sure what that means, like sphere it, colonize it, conquer it, paint it. Like you take a paintbrush and you paint your wall white or yellow or green. Instead I'm going to paint the world Basque. Get my great conquistador back down here to do what he does best. There we go. Let's find out some more about that land down under. The better land down under. The one with more money. Overreacting as always. Oh yeah, Galicia, I need to make sure you see freedom. America! Yeah, that was easy. Keep him. Yeah, sure, keep him. You bind the cannons, everyone else get out. Galicia has no navy, so easy enough to take care of. Alright, Gaspar Gomez, 62. He came to power when he was 17, and that was 28 years ago. Something doesn't add up here, but whatever. He might end up being immortal, so we're keeping him. Typical. That capped me out of my admin. Oh, there goes that 50. It's going to require a lot of paint. That's fine, I've got big brushes. And these colonies are not giving me diddly squat. And I don't really want to increase tariffs. Should be looking to England thinking, what next? I need to seal off that coastland, so Wessex. Wessex and Kent, I think. Expensive provinces, but worth it. 8 and 6 is 14, but I also plan on taking Valencia, which is another 8. That'll take me to 22. That's alright. That's just barely alright. Alright, Galicia, see the light. I demand that you become a merchant republic just like me. Also, I want you to be Catholic, because I don't like having this Protestant power here. Are you Protestant? Reformed! Ugh. Force that religion. Give me your money. Good going. And then everyone lived happily ever after. Who's in that coalition? Aragon, Savoy. It's a bit problematic, because I want to take Aragon and England at the same time. Oh! That's good. That's really good, actually. Aragon's allied with France. Oh, you as well? Fine, I'll take you too. What was I just saying there? Aragon's allied with France, so if I've waged my war against England, then I can drag in Aragon without involving France. Porto, get out. Let's keep those units going as well. People are hitting Tech 13 in military now. That's not good for me. That's infuriating. They're deciding to convert its religion before coring it. I mean, I'm doing the same thing, but I can't sell them their other claim until they core this one, and they're taking their time with it. Meanwhile, I have to stomach the overextension events. Oh, do I have time for a magic trick? But who's fighting who? And where? Nice. There was a real-life Republic of Galicia. It lasted for a matter of hours. Oh, poor Galicia. I don't know much about them. And you can't play as them in Iron Man mode, which is a crying shame. The important thing was that they weren't blurple. Term is up for the man that refuses to die. Okay. That's a little problematic though, because if I re-elect him... Oh, no, that's a governor. Okay. My next election is in 62, and that's fine. They've asked us to keep him. Absolutely. Who am I to deny? If you get a fleet, that 30k French stack will stay in England, leaving you with only 30k on the continent. That's a pretty good idea. But I'm not convinced that this is the right time to fight them. At least not yet. Try and wipe out England first. Get Scotland back into the fold, and oh, Norway now? That's in looking good. Okay, there we go. No more nasty overextension events for me. Corsica. Of Corsica. Still guaranteeing Corsica though, because I don't want someone to swallow them. I'm in two minds about what my next national idea is going to be. Military ideas are always good, but I'm probably really going to want expansion, just for the extra colonist. Like dripping in admin, so innovative's not bad. Yeah, maybe we'll just go military. Have you ever tried Victoria 2? Yeah, for about 10 minutes. I didn't like the look of it. Right. Maybe I should start eradicating Portuguese as a culture altogether. They got no place in my world. Look at that, Basque Britain. Bask in this glory. Okay, still a while until that truce is up. So there's not much going on. Maybe it is the ideal time to fight France. Quite like to be able to shift Cornwall first. Rather shift Gloucestershire. Trouble is that French fleet. It's much more than I can handle. Navy, France, 14 heavies, 24 not so heavies. Their diplotech is far greater than mine, so their morale is going to be that much greater, but I would have to build maybe 30 big ships. How many do I have again? 14. Oh, I'd feel comfortable with 25. 25. That would cost me all the money I have right now and take a very long time. Not to mention the upkeep. It costs about 10 ducats a month. Of course, that's just the navy. Then I'd have to see to some taking care of their army. Well, let's assume that I don't have to worry about 30,000 of them. France. I'd still have 48,000 of them to deal with, and they've got a slight bonus over me, not to mention their horrific elan, which gives them 20% extra morale. The fun never ends. Kraut says, "Hi Jake, how do you organise trade? I can't decide what is the best between transfer and collect in a secondary node. Also, where to use trade fleet? In principal node, secondary, or elsewhere?" I will admit I'm not very good with trade. I used to be good with it when the game came out, but then there's been a lot of changes, and honestly I don't know whether it's better to collect or transfer or whatever. I honestly don't know. So I just collect everywhere I can. If I have a monopoly, I will funnel into a place where only I can collect. Timbuktu is my favourite place to do that because it's landlocked. Nobody can send fleets to suck power out of it. Also, I don't tend to play trading nations, like Portugal or the Netherlands or England. So I'm afraid I am inexperienced in that regard. Tyrol, Aragon, Navarra. Okay, 25 carracks. You think that would be enough? It'd be very expensive. Yeah, it would cost almost all of my money. If attacked twice, I would get a better kind. You are a genius. Yeah, maybe 3's enough in each of these. This will take about 3 years for all these ones to complete. There we go, 30. Cost me a ridiculous amount of money to do, but maybe it'll pay off. Hopefully it pays off. What about your trading empire with Scotland? I did that back in 1.2. Trading was, well, I understood it back then. Okay, how should I go about this then? Alright, so I smash England in another war. During that war I take Valencia, and that will get rid of Aragon's alliance with France, or rather France. Oh, they got rid of it themselves. Oh, they vassalized Aragon. Okay. Huh. Well, fancy that. Alright, maybe I'll just smash into France next time. I've got admin points to burn. Maybe I'll just take this coastline myself. They don't have any allies that are important. Plus I can take Aragon and part of the peace deal. Still gonna need more men for that though. For that I need more money. Oh, sod fleet maintenance. Sod army maintenance while I'm at it. I don't have money to burn here. Gwyneth. That's too expensive. Economic aristocratic exploration. Sweet. I do like having 3 stability, that's for sure. My next election's quite soon. How soon is quite soon? 2 years. We need a king. I wonder if Gaspar will ever die. He seems to transcend age. Still waiting a wee while on those ships. After the next election I'm going to crash into a despotic monarchy. I'll change back off of Corsica. Because I still got that truce with Galicia. Oh man, everyone's hating me. What did I do wrong? Well, at least England's pretty gimped right now. I don't have to worry about them. Doubt they'll be colonising anything too soon. Does the infinite money with colonial nations work in 1.5? No, it does not, because you can no longer subsidise subject nations. You can't send them subsidies, so they can't send you more back. Makes sense, really. Some people don't like that change, but I don't mind. Brunswick, Galicia, Ferrara, Venice. I'm looking at people that I can go to war with and drag France in just to burn some of France's manpower. Of course, I do worry that if I do that, he'll take his 30 stack off of England. Maybe it's better I just leave them be. Alright, Savoy, you love me. Get out of that coalition. I've had military access with Friesland for how long? Wow. Put an end to that. Oh, England, you just don't know when to stop. Oh, that's nice. No, that's not nice. I thought I could fabricate claims off of my colonial nation, but I cannot. Well, England's time will come. What'll I have to do with you then? Force out Normandy? Take these 3 provinces? Means I'll need a claim on Poitou. Hope I don't get caught, that would be embarrassing. Norway, you also get out of this coalition, please. It's like trying to stop vassal feeding by removing vassals from the game. That's quite funny. Get rid of these alliances. I don't want them. Oh, I'm almost at my manpower cap. As good a reason as any to build more. Always a fan of having more cannons. Should pay attention to my combat width, which is 12 plus 15, so 27. So I'd want not really much point in cavalry at that point, but I'll need 27 cannons at the very least. For the infantry, I would probably use mostly mercenaries because I don't want to lose all that manpower. This is why I need money, and I need money pretty badly. Alright. One more colony next month. And I'll save a lot of money then, because I'm running well over my limit on colonies. Last one's costing me 10 ducats a month. That'll be nice to get back. Brace myself for French war. Look at him, it's like he's bracing himself too. He knows it's coming. Huh? Oh dear. I'm dropping a whole bunch of frames and now I'm disconnected. Am I still there?